If you are looking for a way to bezel a 13 by 18 millimeter oval crystal, then try this tutorial featuring bugle beads. Hi, I'm Sherry here at the Little Beading Closet. Let me show you the supplies so you can get started. The supplies are the 13 by 18 crystal, 3 millimeter bugle beads, size 11 cylinder beads, and size 15 seed beads. Start with 5.5 feet of your beading thread along with a size 12 beading needle. For step 1, we're going to be picking up the first set of bugle beads and seed beads for this inner circle. It's 1 bugle bead and 1 Delica. So that's 1 bugle bead and 1 Delica for a total of 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring those down near the end of your thread, starting at your tail end. Needle back through all the beads one time. And pull all the thread until you close the loop, and then add a knot and needle a few beads past the knot, exiting one of the delicas. Finished with the tail, you can trim it off, exiting the delica, pick up 5 more, needle back through, pulling all the beads into a loop. You're going to do that for every delica on the circle. Just come through the next bugle bead and delica, pick up 5 more of your delicas, needle back through the one that your thread is exiting, plus the next bugle bead and delica. Easy. Go ahead and complete that for each one. Just adding the last 5 delicas, pulling those into place, and turn it in my hand. With your thread exiting the delica here in the inner ring, needle up to the middle 3rd delica here, exiting this one. Now we're going to be adding 1 more bugle bead through the middle 3rd one. Go ahead and add bugle beads between each 3rd delica all the way around except for the last one. So you've put the bugle beads between each delica, and now we're going to set the stone here in the middle. Hold it in place with your finger and pull up on everything. Pick up the last bugle bead and come back through this delica here before the first one that you added. And you're going to have to hold it down and pull the beads up and around it. Retrace this top layer of bugle beads and delicas. So go ahead and start needling through those one more time. And as you do that, pull your thread, needle through some more of the delicas and bugles. It just starts cinching it in around the stone. You want to do that until you go all the way around the stone, just holding it into place and pulling the thread tight. The stone should be in here pretty tight right now, but by the time we finish the entire bezel, it's going to be extremely tight and held in place perfectly. Here on the back of the stone, you'll notice that the center line, kind of where it's the tallest, will line up right between 2 of the delicas. So here on the top of the bezel, exiting the delica, you're going to be needling through the 2 delicas here along the edge of it. Then pick up one bugle bead and needle through the two delicas beside it. This is going to sit in here at an angle for now. To straighten it up, needle back through the bugle and back to that you started with. That's how you get the bugle beads along the edge. Let's do that again from another angle. I'm going to needle through the next delica, pulling everything tight. Again, come up two and adding one more bugle bead, coming up the two delicas here. And at first it may want to sit at an angle. Come back down through the bugle. This really helps straighten it up. And then you'll come up, down, and up. So up these two, down the bugle, and up these two. You'll do that all the way around, so needle through the single delica and come down the two, pick up your bugle bead, come down the next two delicas, to straighten it up, go back through the bugle, and then we'll go down these two, up the bugle, and down these two. So down two, up the bugle, and then down the next two delicas. If it feels like it's not completely straight, just take your needle and straighten it out. Move to the next section by coming through one delica and then come up two. So go ahead and continue the process of adding bugle beads between the delicas all the way around the edge of the bezel. Just have one more bugle bead to add between these two sets of delicas. Adding the last bugle bead along the edge. Now come through one delica and one bugle bead here on the bottom. And we're going to add this outer layer of bugle beads and seed beads now. Exiting the bugle bead, pick up one more, needle back through the bugle bead, the delica after it. You're going to want this bugle bead to just sit right on top of it. Straighten it up if you need to. Just get that tightly next to each other. So you're going to do that on every bugle bead here in the center. Needle through the next bugle bead. Add one more by coming back through that bugle bead and the delica after it, pulling them out side by side. Go ahead and do that all the way around, adding the last bugle bead for this step, and then needle back through the one that you just added. And as you can see, we're going to be adding two seed beads between all those bugle beads. These are the size 15 rounds by Miyuki. I'm going to pick two up and just needle through every bugle bead, placing two seed beads between them. Go ahead and go all the way around. And a very helpful tip for this step is don't over tighten the outer edge. When you're placing the seed beads between the bugle beads, just barely pull it together. You don't want to pull it so tight that these cup up or anything. Just very loose tension for this step. Placing the last two seed beads here, and then coming through the bugle bead and 2 more seed beads. So you need to needle through the Delica underneath these 2, headed back the other direction, and then come through 2 Delicas towards the top of the crystal. And here we're going to do the same on the front. Go ahead and complete the front the same way with the bugle beads and seed beads. And yes, this is very loose. It doesn't seem like it's connected. It's not. We'll do that in the very last step. Adding the last 2 seed beads. The only thing left to do is connect this top layer of bugle beads to the bottom layer of bugle beads. Just needle through 2 more of your size 15 seed beads. Exiting the 2 seed beads, we're going to connect the top to the bottom. Needle down through the 2 delicas. And then come through the 2 seed beads on the bottom side, pulling that tight. And then needle up the 2 delicas beside it. And back through the 2 seed beads here, our next bugle bead, and the next 2 seed beads. Pulling your thread, that's going to sandwich this top layer and bottom layer together. We're going to do that all the way around. Come through the 2 delicas, the 2 seed beads, and back through 2 delicas. You might want to just turn it through the 2 seed beads, the next bugle bead, and the next 2 seed beads. Doing that, I'll join your top layer and bottom layer together and even everything up. You'll want to continue that all the way around. After you've connected the top layer and bottom layer of bugle beads all the way around, just needle your thread away from where you finished, and then needle to the bottom layer and trim off your thread. Once these bugle bead bezels are complete, you can turn them into a pair of earrings, connect them together to make a bracelet. Just let me know what you would like to see. As always, I hope you have a beautiful day.